Hey healers and health seekers, it's me, Ichoda. I haven't done a little chat in a while. I really wanted to. I'm sitting outside. I'm watching the birds. I'm listening to what I think is some live music. And a lot of noisy cars going by. Oh, they said too close for Zoom. I'm looking at this beautiful sky. Earlier today, and I did it yesterday morning after Medical Mediums 5. I did that meditation he talked about, that sky meditation, where you're floating up into the sky and seeing a sky so blue. Hi. Hello, sir. And you're flying with the geese and watching the clouds. And I just kind of want to talk about everything being so loud. Not really. I just wanted to talk about using the medical medium tools. Because time and time again, I've seen people thinking that deciding that they did medical medium information and it didn't work. And I've talked to a lot of these people. I mean, not a ton of them, right? But I know of the people that I've spoken to who have used what they thought was medical medium information and then decided it wasn't working. A lot of them got what they thought was medical medium information secondhand from practitioners rather than turning to the books and getting the information from books. And there's nothing wrong with consulting a practitioner at all. That's totally fine. So that's not what this is about. What I find is disturbing is when people don't actually know the information but rely on somebody else to tell them rather than reading the books themselves. And they declare themselves having done the medical medium information when in fact they're actually dabbling in a whole lot of other things as well. Taking a little bit from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from this doctor, a little bit from that podcast doctor, a little bit from this influencer, a little bit from that practitioner, a little bit from this thing. That's not medical medium information. That's all of these people's information. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But don't throw him under the bus. Don't throw medical medium information under the bus and say it's not working when it's not really what you're doing, right? That's what hurts my heart, is to watch people turn other people away from healing and tell them, oh, it doesn't really work, when what they were doing wasn't really medical medium information in the first place. Or they didn't even go far enough into it to find healing, and they kept going elsewhere and doing other things and second guessing the information, and then so turning to other things and letting all these other things influence them. And I get it, sometimes that's part of somebody's journey and they've got to learn for themselves. But I think something to really remember is that there's always more we can do within the medical medium information. If you're not finding the healing, if you've given it a real shot, like a year, like really hardcore going in or whatever, and you've taken out all the no foods and you're taking out all the troublemaker foods and you're not getting any, and you're being your own detective and stuff like that. Like, there's literally always more we can do within the information, even no matter how deep we are into it and how much we adhere to it, you know? Like, there's always more cleanses. There's always different cleanses you can do. There's always supplement protocols, and there's just so much information that you can draw from, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Like, on the Medical Medium website, there's a 101 guide of like how to get started, and you can literally just start with the most basic stuff, right? Like, you know, you can start with celery juice. You can start with celery juice and lemon water. You can, you know, just one step at a time. And there's just really so much in it. And when people really apply it in their lives and they really do the information, miracles do happen, and people do see incredible, miraculous healing. And I've watched it. You know, 6 years I've been following the Medical Medium information, not doing it perfectly the whole time, but as I learned more, I did better, right? Like, I did more. And there's always east to go. We're always going to be up against new pathogens and new toxins and stuff like that. But it's really about, you know, knowing the truth about what's causing our illness and how we can heal. And the more I dig into the information, the more I learn. And I never stop learning from this information. There is no point at which I'm going to be like, I am the expert. I know everything about this information, because that is not possible, honestly. It's the living word. You dig into it, you always are going to find something new and different, and that deepens your understanding of the information. And it's literally the gift that keeps giving and giving and giving. It's like a forever learning tool. It's awesome. It's like, you know, there's never a point at which you just know it all. You know what I mean? Like, even Anthony says he's still learning from Spirit of Compassion. Like, when he talked about, you know, writing the brain books, he's like, I'm still learning. I had to learn all this stuff because it's new information, and there's new things that, you know, and the information gets adjusted a little bit for the times and the way the times keep changing, and we keep being up against new things. Funny what I'm pointing at right now. But, you know, like, there's always something to learn, and there's always something new kind of coming at us. But the best thing we can do for ourselves is arm ourselves with the information so we can protect ourselves and understand, like, you know, there are man-made pathogens grown in labs that are causing chronic illness out there, chronic symptoms and conditions, being fed by all these toxins. You know, all these different toxins we're up against. Some we can control in our environment, some we can't. So the best thing we can do is arm ourselves, you know, arm our immune systems, get ourselves as healthy as possible, like get our immune systems built up and prime ourselves and put on that armor to protect ourselves against the things we can't control, you know, and control the things we can. It's like that serenity prayer. Is it like, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference? That one? I think of that a lot, actually. I think I said it right, too. Hey, high five. Yay, me. Sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, how does it go? I don't know. But, it's like that. It's like, you know, help me have the discernment. We have the tools. There's so much spiritual information within the books too, you know, like so much spiritual information. There's my little girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. She's a little brown-headed cowbird. She's beautiful, and she's not afraid of me. Yeah, are ya? Say, nah, you feed me the foods. I like ya. You're all right. You're all right. You're not going to come at me. You're not a predator. That is correct. So, I understand that there's so much conflicting information out there. And if you're listening to all that and you're not, you know, you're newer, you're not sure, or anything like that, like, I get how it can be confusing. I really fully understand that. I understand why people seek the consulting practitioners and stuff like that. And like I said, no judgment. It's totally fine. I would urge people with caution, though, not to rely on outside experts to be the source of the information, because every single one of us, every practitioner, every person who's been immersed in the information, we can all, even Anthony, if he didn't have spirit of compassion in his ear, we can all get it wrong. And that's fine too, because we're human. But it's like playing a game of telephone. So the way that you can help yourself the best is to really do your best to learn the information. I'm in those books every single day. I'm in the books. I have, the electronic copies. I have the Kindle. I have every version. I have the audio books. I have the hardbacks, and I have 3 copies of each of the hardbacks, one for each family member. I have, the Kindle version, and the reason I have those is not because I read from those, but it's so that I can search them by keyword when I'm looking up something real quick. And I can look it up anywhere I am, as long as we have a grid. If I've got my phone and there's a charge to it, I am able to look stuff up. But when I'm, want to read the books, sorry, I had to adjust my phone. When I want to read the books and I'm in the books, I'm reading the hardback, because I really find that that's absolutely the most effective way to take in the information. But for people who need, I have brain fog, I'm a better, I absorb information better by listening, there's audiobooks. Even if you get the audiobooks or the electronic books, I highly recommend the hardback, because you never know if you're without power and you need to look something up. You want to have those books. You just want to have them, like insurance, just in case we don't have this information electronically someday, right? Just have them. Have those hardbacks. But I'm in the hardbacks. I'm in the electronic. I'm listening to audiobooks, and I'm not saying everybody has to be so immersive. What I'm saying is, it's there for us to use it. It's there for us as a reference. It's the living word, so we always are able to consult it. And here's the other living word from the birds, from the trees, from nature. It's in us. It's in our blood. So I just want to encourage people to really be your own detective. Get in the lives, listen to the lives, watch the lives, get on the Medical Medium website. There's so many free resources, Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. That was probably jarring. That was a loud sneeze. Sometimes my sneezes are quiet and sometimes they're loud. But there's so much free resources that we really don't need to pay somebody else to interpret the information for us, especially considering that those people, no matter how well-meaning, can make mistakes. And that's okay. People do make mistakes, but the details matter. And when all you're getting is your information via sort of a game of telephone, well, he says this, well, he says this, just don't trust that, go back to the source and double check. Did he say that? Where did he say it? Try to look it up for yourself and see, what he said exactly. Because a lot of times, too, the information taken out of context can be misinterpreted so easily. And I've seen that over and over. And it's just, take it from the old seasoned lady. Just use my mistakes as your guide. Take a little bit of words of wisdom, because I got misled, and then having to extricate myself from what's his actual information and what's somebody said was his information, and that was years. That was years of learning too. And maybe you're like me and you're hard-headed and you gotta learn the hard way, and that's fine. You know, some of us are like that. Some of us need the school hard knocks to really get it. And that's fine. Everybody has their process. But I just wanted to, if I could offer somebody something, it really would be like, hey, it's so important to learn from the books and the information. And there's so much of it out there. Like, you know, when I started, it was one book, and I'm not complaining at all because that book saved my life. Oh my gosh, it's the mockingbird. Oh, he's so beautiful. Come down here, mockingbird. You're so beautiful. I love you. Come down. I see you. Come on. Oh, no, you're not as scared of me. Come on down. He's thinking about it. Hopefully he'll come down. Oh, there he is. Hey, beautiful. Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you're letting me get you on camera and everything. Oh, show it off. You are so beautiful. Look at you. Oh, I love you. Oh, I get the full view. Look at this. Sorry. Look at this. Oh. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Cardinal. Hey, beautiful boy. You're gorgeous too. Oh, no. No paparazzi, he says. No paparazzi. Oh, I love these birds. How gorgeous is that mockingbird, right? Oof, beautiful. I see you, Indigo Bunting. Come here. I see you up in the tree. Can't really zoom in on you. When I try to zoom in, I can't see you anymore. I don't even know where you are. Oh, I hope the Indigo Bunting flies down here, though. He's gorgeous, so bright blue. Come on. Oh, you went in the tree over there. He went to the bush. He's like, I don't know about coming close to you. I don't know you like that. Because I'm new here. I see you go in and out, but I don't know you like that. That's sparrows I'm looking at right now. Oh, tufted titmouse. All right, what was I saying? Use the free information that is given to us and be your own detective. That's what I was saying. Look at these beautiful friends. Now, oh, it's a hawk, 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 it's a hawk. Gorgeous baby. Oh, we saw the hawk. Oh my gosh. Now, I know these friends are not happy to see the hawk the way I'm happy to see the hawk. Because the hawk's not hunting me. Whoops. I guess that was my warning to them, huh? It's a hawk, it's a hawk. They're like, oh shit, it's a hawk. Okay, well anyway, I just wanted to share that. Because sometimes I see people dabble and dabble. And they try a bunch of other stuff and then they get hit with a bunch of things that just hit their immune system hard. And then they go, oh, the medical medium information isn't working. And it's like, no, that's not it at all. It's that you've been hit with a bunch of things that hurt your immune system. And you try to tell them, but they got to go on their own journey. You know, people have to do what they have to do. And it just underlines for me that if you really understand what is causing your illness, and you understand what these hits, what these things do to your immune system and how it works, like when you get it, is that Indigo Bunting? When you get it, it's empowerment. It's true empowerment, because then you know what is working and what's not working and what's working against you and why. You know, and why the things are happening that are happening and what you can do about it, because you know, like, oh, here's information here and I can get in there and I can use it. And that matters. The details matter so much. Because if you're dabbling and the needle's not moving, then you gotta go all the way if you want the needle to move. I mean, it's a choice. Okay, not to beat it. That's probably enough, right? Now we can just look at the birds. And that's healing too. Oh, I'm sorry. I scared her off. It's too loud, Ichoda. Too loud. Talk quietly. Sorry, Betty. Sorry. And that's healing too. Watching the birds. It's healing for your soul. Sitting out here in the sun, talking to the angel of the sun, talking to the angel of the trees, listening to the live music across the woods. I don't know where they're playing live music, but I think that's what's happening. You know, feeling the breeze on your skin, watching the little insects fly around your garden, watching the wasps guard your garden and hopefully eat the things that are eating your plants. And you know, just there is so much information in these books for us to heal ourselves. And I've seen it work again and again. And when people say it doesn't work for me, what I see, because I know their history, is that actually it's just that you're not doing it. You're not using it. You don't understand it. And that's not to fault them or judge them, because it's really not. It's just a fact. And it's like you want people to see that. Like, just see that there's more you could do and more you could learn. And a lot of times, okay, one more thing. You're putting your faith in practitioners. Don't blame medical medium for it not working, because it's not his fault that they don't understand the information, or they misinterpreted things, or they didn't give you the right information. It's not his fault. He gave us all the books equally that we could all use to heal ourselves, all of us. It's not exclusive to practitioners, and practitioners don't necessarily know it better than you could know it yourself by studying the books. And it's not a judgment, and it's not saying you shouldn't use practitioners, because sometimes their guidance can be really helpful. It's just don't rely on them as the source. The books are the source. They are helpers. Like Santa has little helpers, right? Like elves. Look at all these guys. This is freaking, oh wow, what was that? Rude. Do you see him just zoom the other birds off the feeder? Except the cowbird, who's like, nope, not me. He just dive bombed the other birds off the feeder. Sometimes birds don't play nice. Sometimes they're polite and they wait for each other to eat, and sometimes they're like, get out of my way, buddy. And they're mean. They're funny. Oh, indigo bunting. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm sorry, I got too excited. He heard me. Did you? I don't even know if I got him on camera. I hope I did. Because I'm not looking at my camera, I'm just pointing it. I hope I got him. He's so pretty. Oh my gosh, please come back. I see you up there, please come back. I'll try not to get too excited. I'll try to chill out my energy so I don't scare you. Come on, buddy, I see you up there, come on. Come on, little friend. I feed you. But anyway, wherever you are in your journey, just know that you can heal. There is a hope. You absolutely can heal. Don't give up. Stay in the light. And also know that when you've got those pathogens and those viruses in your body, they can It can get in your head and be like, hey, don't you want to feed me some gluten? Don't you want to eat these other foods that are going to help me proliferate and grow? And you'll think you're having a craving and that you need these certain foods. But it's not really a craving. It's the virus's craving. Or the bacteria, the pathogen. Like, they get in our thoughts, man. And it's tricky because they use our own voice. Darkness uses our own voice to trick us into thinking that it's us thinking these things. Like, oh, this doesn't work. That's not us. That's darkness. But that's another conversation for another day. I pray and hope that this has been somewhat helpful and informative. And oh, there's a wasp. I thought I saw a honeybee. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I don't always see clearly. That's my little wasp friend doing the job with the pollinators. Because I'm a pollinator too, and I take care of your garden. Where's your voice going, Ichoda? I don't know. I don't use it very often. Maybe it's confused. Why are you talking? I don't know. I don't see the wasp anymore. He's over there somewhere. Or she. She's over there somewhere. Anyway, she guards my garden. She's pretty cool. She's a little paper wasp. Little brown. Oh, there she is. I see her wing. Little brown paper wasp. Just checking things out. Anyway, here comes the breeze to blow into the microphone. I hope this has been helpful. Here comes an aircraft. All right, we're done. I love you guys. You can heal. Keep hope. Keep shining. Stay in the light. I love you. Oh, that was weird. It passed by. I didn't even see it. It's one of those invisible ones. Great. Gotta love those. We're in the path of an airport, so, you know, sometimes we get all kinds of aircraft up in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get anything done today inside the house. It's just too nice out here. All right, I am gonna end this video, I swear. Love you. Mwah.